Gorilla Time with Blake and Big T. Notice how I put you first this time.
That was didn't expect that.
Yeah, well, we've been on a little hiatus for a few weeks. What's been going on?
Oh man, we've been all over the place, haven't we?
Oh yeah, I've been to 3 officiating camps, including my own. We had our big golf tournament. We made that big trip to Russellville last week.
Yep.
Tell everybody how we got there.
Well, we flew. Some people might know that.
How about that little plane?
It wasn't on a ideal flight straight out of Gulfport Biloxi International Airport.
So, Colonel McNeely was really nice and was up there. And I don't know if I even told you this. After I posted that on Facebook about Colonel McNeely flying us, I started getting these messages from Bird Hillman and Vic Smith. Colonel McNeely grew up next door to Bird's wife, Cookie, and was friends with Vic Smith. They all grew up together. Isn't that a small world?
What are the odds of that?
Yeah. And Colonel McNeely's brother was a Cappasaga Millsaps.
Huh.
So I called him the next day to tell him all that, which really a small world. So you never know who you're going to run into.
That's right.
So what about the big news today? Have you heard?
Oh, I've heard. We got mixed reviews so far.
Texas.
I got this. That's all I'm going to say, Arch.
Yeah.
Right there. Welcome to the
I don't know why. I'm not surprised. I wondered why he would want to go to a losing program, but to each his own. I'm sure there was a little money there.
There's a little bag involved.
I really don't think Ole Miss. I don't think Ole Miss was recruiting that much.
Well, I think they were, but it doesn't sound like they were not in the running here the past 4 or 5 months or so.
Right.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But
well,
whatever.
Who knows? That's I'm not surprised, but who knows what's going to happen with that? Which brings me to our.
Still got a long way to go.
Yeah. Which brings me to our special guest that we have today. We're going to introduce in just a few minutes Mr. Bray Hubbard, Ocean Springs Greyhound, QB1. I wonder if Arch falling to Texas will have anything to do with his recruiting.
Yeah, a big domino, it's the big domino, everything we've been waiting on. You never know.
We're going to ask Bray about, if he wants to make any kind of announcement today, and it'd be a scoop for Big T and Blake. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. But real quick, what do you think about this live golf deal, Blake? You're in the golf business.
They're spending some money. They're going to run out of money here before long. I mean, I say before long. They're going to run out of money in the next couple of years. They can't. They don't have any big sponsors. They don't have any way of making any money. They're going to run out of money eventually unless something changes. But hey, if these guys want to go make $100 million, then go do it. I mean,
yeah, that's
it's hard to pass up.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that some of these big names are going over there.
But not the guys that have went. I'm not surprised.
Well, that's true. That's true.
They've every guy that has went has had some sort of controversial something has happened. Dustin Johnson, controversial. Brooks Koepka, Bryson DeChambeau, Patrick Reed. I mean, I can just go down the list.
Right, right. Well, the other big thing in sports lately is, I guess we could talk a little bit about Ole Miss's run in the postseason baseball.
Yep, lost their first game last night.
Yeah, that's I tell you what, 2 months ago, I gave up on. I'll be honest. You know,
Yep.
I hate to say that, but I didn't think they would make it this far at all.
Nobody did, not even them.
Obviously, they missed a golden opportunity last night in that last inning to win the game, but we'll be pulling for them this afternoon. They go at 3. I don't know why they're playing at 3, but we'll be watching, and hopefully we'll come through with a victory today. You like their chances today?
I didn't like them as much as I did last night, but I still like them.
Yeah. They just need to get a few timely hits.
They needed a little wake-up call, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll get Bray in and give him a few shout outs and talk to him a minute about him. So we'll be right back. Miller time with Big T and Blake. All right, welcome back to Miller time with Big T and Blake. We're back here with our special guest today. Really doesn't need much introduction, Mr. Bray Hubbard. Bray, how's it going, my man?
It's going good.
You've had a big summer so far? Have you had a big summer so far?
Oh, yes, sir, I have. It's been a crazy summer.
Well, good. Well, let's go. I just kind of want to get started with you here. And, you really kind of burst on the scene last year during football season with, you had a great year. And, man, that was a big season. You guys went undefeated, till the playoffs. That hadn't been done in so long. Looking back on that, how does that, how you feel about what happened last year? And it all seemed kind of surreal to me. What's your feelings on that?
Oh, yeah, it was just the part of how much work that me and the guys put in all through the off season, through fall camp, spring ball. It just shows that how hard we work, even when people don't even see us out there. I mean, we're working all summer, 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday in the hot summer. And while you got some kids that are inside sleeping still, we're out there working, sweating, and getting stronger every day. And that kind of shows when we get on the field in August throughout the season, is just how much stronger and how hard we fight on the field and stuff like that. You can just tell that all the hard work is paying off.
Yeah, I know. Looking back on the season, obviously it didn't end the way you wanted it to. Does that give you any motivation for this year coming up to, to maybe you need a couple more wins, man, and it'd be really great?
Oh yeah, it's definitely sticking with me. That's the main things. I mean, it's my senior year. I mean, everybody's dream in high school is to win a state championship. And that's one of my goals that I've set for a long time, is I want to win a state championship here. And that's just, I mean, ever since that loss at Oak Grove, or when we played Oak Grove here, that's kind of always stuck with me. And Coach Pennick even talks about it when we're at practice. He's like, the work you're putting in now with the guys and being here every day when most people want to sleep in all day, but you chose to come here. This is what's going to help you and get you prepared to beat teams like Oak Grove and Brandon and all of them. So that's kind of, it stuck with us a lot. I mean, that was a rough game. It wasn't like they blew us out. I mean, it was 21-14, I believe.
Yeah,
right there.
So,
a couple bounces here and there, and things could have been different, and who knows what would have happened. I know my senior year we lost my last game to Diverville, and man, I wish I had that back, you know. But that's here it is. Only one team can end with a win, you know. And,
Oh yeah.
You know, you got a lot of, you know, speaking of 2022, you got a lot of, I mean, you lost a few guys, but y'all got a lot of weapons coming back. You feel good about where you are?
Oh yeah, I feel really good. We got some young guys that are going to have to step up on the offensive side of the ball. But we just had a 7-on-7 camp in at South Alabama and played really, really well in it. And us on offense, as much as if we can get the ball, we're going to score quick. So that's the big thing is now that we got a good defense full of guys that are experienced with playing at the level, it's going to help us a lot more in the long run of getting the ball back and getting as many like possessions as we can get possible so we can score. I mean, last year we were averaging like 45 points a game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost scored every drive we had.
Right.
So,
if you get a few stops, you're in good shape.
oh yeah, that's what I tell the guys. On Friday nights when defense is about to run on the field, I tell them, "Give me the ball back. Give me the ball."
Right. Well, baseball, you had a good year in baseball too. You made the all-state team in baseball. Are you playing baseball this summer at all, or focusing on football?
I'm playing baseball. I actually have a tournament this weekend in Hoover. So yeah, I'm playing baseball, but I'm here during the week, usually Monday through Friday. I'm here during the week doing all my football stuff. Then weekends I'm gone wherever we're playing baseball. So it's kind of split.
Right. Well, we know you've been a commit to Southern Miss baseball for quite some time. You know, I know you're probably gonna have to make some decision, or maybe not, about one sport or another. How do you I know you like both, or you gonna try to do both moving forward, or you know, what's your plan there?
I would like to play both, but it's just so hard nowadays of how the games have changed.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have the preparation for the season, whether it's football or baseball. So like say I was playing both at wherever, and I would be missing, since I'm in the football season, I'd be missing the reps that the other guys are getting while I'm at football and they're at baseball.
Right.
So you have to be in a perfect situation.
Oh yeah, you have to try to get it worked out to where you're not missing so much of football or so much of baseball.
Well, Blake, I know you have some questions about recruiting and things like that. Why don't you jump in and go forward with that?
Well, I'll back up just a second. When you're talking about, obviously everybody wants to win a state championship. That should be everybody's goal. But what are some smaller goals or smaller things that y'all are trying to accomplish this summer that will help to get to the state championship, or kind of take care of that?
Kind of just playing together and not making so many mistakes. Because you make mistakes in a ball game and you never know, or it can hurt you real bad if you make mistakes. So we're trying to be as polished as we can possibly be, just so when we get into games, it's easy for us. Like, we know everything. We've been prepared for this. And then this summer in the weight room, transforming our bodies, getting heavier, getting stronger, getting faster. That's kind of all the small things and small goals that everybody has, is to be a certain weight, maintain your speed. That way, you can see it. Oak Grove and all the bigger teams, they got big guys. That's just how they're big, strong, and fast. So that's what we're trying to be, is big, strong, and fast. then use our athleticism against the other team and all of our coaching and everything.
Yeah, it takes a lot when you're going up against all the big 6A schools. I mean, Oak Grove's been in the, what did they go, 4 years in a row, 3 years in a row? So, I mean,
Something like that.
going up against teams like that, you got to have it squared away whenever that meeting
Oh, yeah.
comes.
It's all preparation. That's what it comes down to.
That's it. So talk a little bit about your upcoming recruiting in the fall. You got any big visits planned, or how you going to kind of approach that?
I haven't got like my official visits planned, but recruiting, I mean, it'll keep going. Even like I know in baseball, once you commit, it kind of just shuts down. They don't really talk to you that much. So like football wise though, say I commit wherever, like July 5th I commit somewhere, and the football teams, they'll still be recruiting. Any other team will still be recruiting you no matter what.
It might be even harder.
Oh yeah. But like the visit standpoint, like I mean this will be my third time tomorrow at Bama. I'm going up there. They have like a little like cookout thing, and you hang out with all the guys and stuff like that. And there'll be recruits there and stuff. So that'll be my third time going. I got to make a trip back to Mississippi State sometime. Then I need to go to some camps. Some other colleges have been trying to get me to come to some camps, but my schedule is crazy with football here at Ocean Springs than baseball with my Sox team. So no,
tell us how the offer from Alabama came about. You know, I was really a little bit shocked to hear about that because it seemed like it was kind of out of the blue.
Yeah, so Pete Golden, which is their defensive coordinator, he came down here and during spring ball, like one of the first days of spring ball, and I was actually still at baseball, and I believe it was game 3 of the first round of playoffs, and he wanted to come down and watch me work out and stuff. So I did that. I went and worked out on game 3 day of playoffs of round 1. And worked out for him. Then he got in touch with me and said, "Hey, look, we want to get you up here to one of our camps, and we want to work you out as a safety." And Coach Golden likes to take athletic quarterbacks and offer them as safeties because they're smart. They know how offenses are. They know how to read a quarterback and stuff like that. And different, like when offense throws different formations, you got to relay in different calls and checks to get the defense set up. And so he was like, yeah, we got to have guys like you because we get top recruits in here, and they're kind of at their high school. I mean, some of them are just kind of just playing free man-to-man stuff, never been really coached at that high of a level and having to learn all that stuff. So he was like, yeah, we use guys that are athletic and smart and quarterback to be able to line and call and stuff and check all the defensive stuff.
So in a recruiting standpoint, is that something that interests you playing, going up there and playing safety? Do you want to play quarterback? Do you want to play receiver, or does it matter?
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. It's just going to be what I want to do and where I'm happy at, where I know I'm going to be happy, and where I'm going to get developed the best and stuff like that. That's really what it comes down to.
So the position is not going to be the main factor. It's going to be all, everything else.
Yeah, it'll be a factor. Just what do I want to do? Do I want to play quarterback, or do I want to play safety? Do I want to play receiver? And I tell people this all the time is I've really only been playing quarterback 3 years, going on 3 years. So, I mean, I'm having success, but I've only been playing 3 years. Whether
You will
you got
be
these other,
just fine being able to adapt to something else.
yeah, I'll be fine being able to adapt. But that's like when I was going to these, when I went to the Alabama Mississippi State camp. They're like, I mean, you got crazy athleticism. Not all kids can play quarterback in high school and come out here and run a 4.5 and be able to run by defenders and one-on-ones and catch the ball without really much training because you ain't played that. You don't play the position. So,
Well, Bray, I'm gonna put you on the spot. You know, I don't know if you heard the big news today about Arch Manning committee. Have you heard that?
yeah, I saw it this while I was at football today. I was like,
So,
oh wow.
So, can we, put you on the spot and maybe see if you want to make a big commitment here on the Big T podcast today?
Oh no, I'm not committing yet.
Okay, we just trying to get a scoop out of you,
Oh yeah.
But, does that in all seriousness, does him, that domino falling, do you think that affects, your recruitment anywhere down the road at all? Is that open up some avenues maybe, or?
I don't think that messes with my recruitment or anything.
Yeah.
Just because he is a pro style kind of guy.
Right.
And he's a pro style. I'm a dual threat. And you really don't see at the Power 5 schools and the SEC and like all the top schools, you don't see dual threats really going to those top schools because they're going to have good athletes everywhere at any position.
Right.
So they kind of get those guys that can move good and have very good arm talent and big guys. I mean, Arch Manning's huge.
Yeah.
He's a big guy.
Right.
So they use guys like that at the Power 5 level, but like smaller school wise, like Southern Miss and Louisiana Tech, all them, they use kind of guys like me.
Blake and I talked about you. You kind of remind me of like a John J.R. Plumlee, that was at Ole Miss and now at Central Florida type, quarterback. Would that be a fair assessment?
Oh yeah. See, Alabama actually offered him as a safety.
Same thing.
But I don't know what all went down. I guess either he wanted to play quarterback or his dad wanted to play or thought he was a quarterback. So he ended up at Ole Miss, but that's like Alabama offered him like they did me, was a guy back there that is smart and can relay and check calls and stuff like that. So
Right. Well, Blake, anything else you want to touch on with Bray?
Oh, I don't think so. Not off the top of my head.
Okay. Well, Bray, we're going to be following you the rest of the summer, and maybe when football season gets going, we can have you back on there.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Kind of keep up with you and go from there. And we certainly wish you luck. And we're the Millers have been friends of the Hubbards for a long time.
I remember Blake when I was little.
Yeah.
And
I was a young bug.
You were just running around with a jersey down past your knees. You and your brother playing football on the field.
Yeah. We're proud of you, and
thank you.
Always been number 5, by the way.
I know your granddad was so happy last year, and I'm glad he got to witness that and see that year you had. And I know he's going to be looking down on you this year, and he'll be watching you every snap you take. And we're behind you in the whole city. We'll be behind you, and hopefully, y'all have a great year. We certainly
Yes, sir.
appreciate you coming on, taking a few minutes today, and good luck on your trip to Tuscaloosa. And y'all be safe.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, man.
All right, Bray.
Have a good one.
Y'all too. See you.
Well, welcome back to Miller Time with Big T and Blake. Blake, that was a good little segment with Bray Hubbard. He's got a bright future ahead of him. What do you think?
Yeah, we've been following his footsteps for a while now. Seems like just yesterday, when I was a ball boy for the high school team, him and Brock and Mark will be down there. They're probably 4 years old, 6 years old, somewhere in there, just causing trouble down there on the sidelines.
Right. Well, he'll definitely be a good addition for some program.
Oh yeah.
Down the road, wherever he decides to.
Yeah.
Seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders.
He'll show up every day and work.
Yeah.
He's done that for 3 years, ever since he's been in high school.
That's what he's got to do, and he'll do it. And hopefully he can pull the Greyhounds. He's got some weapons there this year, and I think they're looking for another good season.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be following them for that. So what you got on tap the rest of the week, big boy?
Oh man. We just got a little golf tournament tomorrow and getting ready for that. And getting ready for holiday weekend next week.
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna get through with this, and today, just in about 30 minutes, the Rebels come on. So hopefully we can pull them through on that. And
so we talked a little bit about what we've been doing. You've been going to officiating camps. We flew to Arkansas. We had the golf tournament. We've done this. We've done that. What's the rest of the summer look like for you leading up to football season?
Well, we've got, I'm now working on the cruise for 2022 for JUCO. We've got our preseason camp coming up for all of our officials that are on staff.
Yep.
In Starkville, that's the middle of July. We've got to you remember the thing we did in Jackson last year with this Commissioner Martin had the meeting in Jackson, the MACCC meeting. It's in Gulfport this year.
It's in Gulfport?
Yes. So I'm going to go to that. That's in the latter part of July. And then starting August, we'll start with some scrimmages and getting the schedule put together, and we'll be ready to go for 2022. We've hired some new officials, and that transpired very well, and so we're just starting with that and getting ready for the next year. And I'll leave you with a trivia question. Anybody wants to DM me with the answer? This is about football officiating now. How many different ways in college football can you score 1 point?
I don't know the answer off the top of my head.
So look it up. Anybody out there is interested, let me know what the answer is. And we'll go from there.
It's messed up, I can tell you that. And nobody's going to figure it out. That's not a football official.
That's right.
We'll get some officials chime in with the answer.
Yeah. So y'all take that with you, and we'll wrap it up this week. We should have this out probably by tomorrow, maybe. And we'll be good to go moving forward. So thanks for tuning in. Oh, we got to mention our sponsor, The Office. Didn't even talk about them yet.
There you go.
But go see the people, good folks at The Office. Tell them Big T sent you. We're tuning out. Have a good day. Big T says, go get them.
Hotty toddy.